Alright, what's up y'all, it's LakerFan here. As I was about to title today's video, we're here to showcase the new most toxic dribble move in NBA 2K23 that frankly takes no skill, if we're being completely honest. Now, as you can see, at the very beginning of this video, Zeke is showing this on display in a shooting sense, where it's used in pick and roll. This is the Russell Westbrook moving crossover, but it's used as an attack size up. So, this right here, you hold your right trigger down and flick up on your right stick. So as you're going to see, what it's going to do is going to launch you forward like that, and this is used in a crabbing sense, where if you use it at the top of the three-point line, it will get in front of your defender and get around them for that matter too. You can use it to crab them from mid-range. It's extremely easy. Or if you hit it another time, as you're going to see in this gameplay with me on display, you get to the paint and you can standing dunk and just really just mash people as a point guard, which is so toxic, it's so broken, and it really takes no skill, for being completely honest. But as you can see right here, he cancels it with a snatch back and he's able to get a shot in the pick and roll and get a green right there to go. What we're going to showcase in the rest of this video though is me using it as a slasher sense. So I hope you guys do enjoy the video. If you do, for to drop a like, sub if you're new to noties, all the good stuff, and like always, try to 1 to 2,000 likes. But I am gonna just go ahead and show this full display of the gameplay. I actually do think you're gonna see some fun gameplays in here too, where you can see me on display with the new shooting build. But nonetheless, you're gonna see out of this shot right here, we get the rebound. He ends up missing a full bar white. I'm not sure if that was actually one that would go, but nonetheless, Tonic is trolling right here. He's just doing the emotes. Now, you can see I'm actually able to kind of beat two defenders with this stuff, and you're gonna see it's an unreal stupid amount of efficiency with this thing. It's so hard to steal the ball from. It's actually like so stupid. I mean, this right here, it just like glides you right through defenders half the time if you really want it to. I'm not even sure how the meta is gonna adjust off of something like this as far as how you would bump steal this, because it's so quick as far as this ball hand movement, the change of direction with it, and then I don't even know where you stand, because to stand low enough to be in position to contest this means you're probably giving up a wide open three-pointer, to be honest. And the fact that it's a moving crossover and there's not many better animations, to be honest with you, not to mention that I actually think this is a good animation in general. This crossover animation, as you can see, I just performed right before the behind the back, I actually like quite a bit. This is a really good moving cross, and then you can still combine it by still using it like this, and you can see I actually use it twice right here to do exactly what I was talking about, get myself right down to the paint and go for a standing dunk. Now, as you guys know, this build, maybe you don't know if you're new to the channel, so this build right here has 75 standing dunk. It's the same rate that I use on my inside builds as well on the 6.9s, but with this one I have shooting on it as well. So all of that included really makes for a toxic duo in pair when paired with the ability to shoot the ball and to mash in the paint as well. And then also if you use it in the sense of how Zeke was using it as well. Now, this right here, Tonic, he was kind of just messing around, unfortunately. Not a whole lot going on right here. I end up fading to the corner, but I do miss this one. It actually gives me a bad shot selection too. If you guys know the logic behind that, feel free to let me know. I'm not exactly sure how that works, because I ended up shooting a white on that. It was like slightly late. So I'm not exactly sure why that ended up being a bad shot selection and making me lose takeover. But you can see Zeke using this, and once again, another display of how you could get open with this. So you hold your right trigger and flick up on the right stick. It'll move that ball from the right hand to the left hand, as you can see, and boom, you can attack your defender. Once again, it's so stupid and broken because there's no way you're going to bump steal this or pluck it or anything like that unless you're in an extremely good lockdown. Now, maybe you've been out there and you've got it a couple times. I will give you credit for that, but it's not going to be consistent. I promise you. Like, this is a stupidly spammable move right here, especially in a game where you want to defend people's ball hand the most, because obviously we all know the stop and go cheese. You can't stop and go this way, but you can stop and go this way. So most people plan to kind of overplay your ball hand more than anything. And as you can see, he ends up hitting that attack and hitting a hop back out of it. 100% could have created himself a shot right there with it, also low on the shot clock. But unfortunately, he probably wasn't planning to shoot it. He ends up kind of messing around a little bit, not being able to get a good shot off. I crash off this corner right here and snag the O board. And now you can see we once again get that standing dunk to go. There will be a couple more clips on display in this gameplay, not to mention we have a second one that I want to showcase too, of me really just spamming this stuff into the paint as a slasher, essentially, which I'm not gonna lie to you guys, whether you believe like I shouldn't post stuff like this because it's toxic and it's not good for the community, I understand, but at the end of the day, we're at the cycle of this game where I don't really mind showing stuff like this. I mean, I really hit a lot of stuff in this year's game for the sake of the good of the game and stuff like that, and I don't think this is 100% unguardable or broken. I know the title probably says so, and also shout out to 25 block rating on display right there, but honestly, defenses will probably start to understand and comprehend how to stop this depending on positioning and stuff like that. I'll probably make that a video as well to just display how to stop it also. because again, I do think there are going to be ways, and there probably are already ways as well, but currently when it comes to playing park bots like you probably see right here, or just in general people in the rec for that matter, or I'm not gonna lie, even in pro-am gameplays, I've seen Apollo utilize this at the shooting guard position at a really good rate, where he just really like clears everybody out, tells me to get down. Shout out to 25 block rating right there as well, because he got banged on, but he tells me to get out of the way because I'm an inside center, so I'm just going straight down. I'm going straight down to the paint, and I'm just getting out of the way, and it allows him to do kind of stuff like this, where it's not all the way down to the paint, but as you can see, if let's say we were working pick and roll in pro-am, and now instead of where Tonic is right here, instead of like that being me, I could just go down to the paint, boom, get out the way, crash offense rebound, and he can hit one of these, and now boom, as you can see, if this guy had to be down into the paint with Tonic, I would be able to just shoot this mid-range because I'm in front of this guy, straight like that, and it's a very shootable shot at that point. But obviously Tonic's kind of still in the way, so we hit another one into the paint. So toxic, so broken, so annoying. We're gonna just fast forward the defensive possessions just so we can get on with the video and make it a little bit easier to just follow the point of what I'm talking about right here. In case you were tracking our stats though, we had some stupid turnover right here. So just wanted to show that in case you were maybe wondering where these lost possessions were. Anyway, back on the O with it, you're gonna see nice little movement from me right here. I'm really learning how to move on this player. You can see stop and go into behind the back, snatch back, little run, and then long run as well into a stop and go again. And you can see we just kind of decide to drive off that one. I can fade to the left corner, I can fade left hand, wherever I want. I could just shoot off the snatch back if I really wanted to as well. I really could even, as you're gonna see in this gameplay, work some pick and roll. And as you can see, nice little snatch back right there into the shot. I mean, this is so tough, bro. I am actually like absolutely flabbergasted at how easy this style has been to pick up and just be good at off rip. And I really understand that my style kind of translates to this ISO. While I don't really shoot the ball in the past, is still like very correlative and very, I don't even know if that's a word, but it definitely correlates to what I'm doing right here really well. I mean, I do a lot of downhill ISO, and all it really adds by adding the shooting is just an option to shoot the ball from the top or fades, whatever the case may be, and opens up my drive in a different way than, let's say, being that pure slasher that I was before maybe did. Because obviously as a pure slasher, I had to maybe more so force my way into the paint, whereas now I can just kind of take it if it's there, or even for that matter, because I have slash take still, I can even still choose to just force it into the paint as well. As you see though right there, bailout on display, pulling up for the fade, and then I just dump it down to Tonic on the cut. And really toxic gameplay, if we're being completely honest. And it's all because of, as you can see, one of the threes that Zeke got being the attack size up with the Russell Westbrook, and a lot of the twos that I got right here as well. And it's really hard to stop. All right, into the second gameplay. It's actually the same people that we just played in that last gameplay, so I'll go ahead and just show the intros. Like I said, it's not really the point of the video. These guys are kind of park bots, as you can see, not really the highest level or anything like that. But to be fair, it's a new season in this gameplay. It's the Puma event from a couple days ago, so level 13 is not too far behind me. I understand though, they're in like the low status and stuff like that, so they probably aren't winning like that. Not to mention their 3-point percentage not really that good either, so it's all understandable. But anyway, I wanted to show this gameplay because I actually think this is really fun gameplay to watch. It's going to be a lot more 3-pointers and stuff like that from me though, so just understand that. But I do resort to the attack size ups a little bit, like the whole point of the video is. But as you can see, working that pick and roll with the snatch backs, I end up fading, kind of front fading a little bit. It leans in quite a bit, but as you can see, get a nice little clip right there with me working pick and roll with Tonic. It's really rare you'll see me run pick and roll like that. I'm definitely going to be a lot more ISO heavy and just kind of clear things out the way. But as you can see, fading off the PNR, I really do think this is really fun to just kind of pick up and really be good at from the beginning. And as you can see, out on the break, catch and shoot with the Tobias Harris base, Sadiq Bey uppers. It is so fast. It's unbelievably fast. And I will say, I did see a comment talking about how it's a little bit tough to get good catches with it, but I do understand that is kind of just how catch and shooting is in this game, to be honest with you. It's really bad catches depending on who you're playing with as well. Now, if your teammates have extremely high pass accuracy, you don't see that too often, but nonetheless, it definitely is a common problem no matter what your jump shot is. Now right here you can see I set up a little pick and pop slip with Zeke right here into the corner, and once again, as you can see, the bad catch that I'm talking about. This is exactly what I mean, and it's not like a jump shot really fixes your catch animations. It just fixes maybe shooting out of the catch animations, but like the little reaching back for the ball, and then as you can see, like really what should be the premise of catch and shoot is let yourself collect the ball a little bit, especially if you're wide open like that. I mean, I was open by a good, I don't even know how many feet. That's just kind of tough. Now, this possession right here was also kind of troll. I should probably plan to always drive to the right here. Obviously, me going left kind of put myself in a box because now Tonic is trying to flip over to the corner instead, but I'm on 0 adrenaline now, so I kind of had to commit to this. In this moment, I'm thinking to Euro dunk from this left hand to right because as you can see, I was thinking like this guy was maybe going to be further to the left right there, so I'd be able to get in front of him with it and kind of crab him off or just like seal him off, but he ends up right in front of me. I end up trying to acrobat spam it. As you can see, it actually gets it only down to like a 22% contested layup, which is crazy and stupid, and another broken thing about this game as well. But anyway, this guy puts a shot up. Obviously wasn't exactly trying to shoot that. Probably needs some bailout on him as well, but I get the defensive rebound, 73 D-board, I believe, as well. But anyway, I'm open towards the top, and as you can see, not really there for the shot, so we're starting to work some triple threat into just a little bit of ISO, and I kind of go with a little bit of an unnecessary acrobat layup right there, or again, the Euro lay, but chaining into a dunk, and obviously we get a nice little dunk to go right there, and we get takeover off that. So I end up getting dunked near, and it takes my takeover away because I get dunked on, quote unquote, by the accolades. Now, I'll just go ahead and showcase this, but again, it's not really to the point of the video. You're going to see Zeke comes out here and hits a couple fades, and it actually was some really nice gameplay from him right here. So you're going to see he ends up going a little bit of an ISO, and with the KD fade, one leg and all, pulls that thing from the corner, and it was fire. And I had to keep giving him his change. So to fast forward to the next offensive possession, Zeke ends up back with the ball. Once again, KD fading to the left and greens that. It's a really beautiful fade animation. I definitely made the video on the Tyler Hero yesterday, and I still will continue to run that as well. KD is really, really hard for me to get the timing of. Shout out to Zeke for even knowing that timing. That stuff is tough, bro. I think, honestly, KD fade it works really good for the sake of you can do it to both hands, and that is definitely a nice thing about it. As you can see, I give Zeke his change again and let him try and go get another bucket, but this one ends up missing. You can see he ends up going with another KD fade to the left hand and misses that one. Also, once again, like I said, not exactly the best gameplay right here. You can see I do what I call the bear move. It's a misdirection technically, but my boy Bear, I'm sure a lot of you guys have heard of him, 2K League player. He ended up making a video on that in 2K22, and nobody really knew about it until him, but either way, I missed another three-pointer once again on the fade. And now it's a 14-10 game, so it's time to get a little bit serious about being a tryhard. So as you can see, once again, the most unstoppable BS move you've ever seen in this game. I mean, it takes no skill, no brain power at all. I do it from literally behind half court. 1, 2, 3, 4 of them. 4 of them in a row. It really barely spends any stamina, hardly at all, as you can see. I mean, for doing literally 2 of them, just gets me down to like about where the Gatorade bar runs out, and doesn't spend any adrenaline either, for that matter. So it's a pretty spammable, really hard to stop move that really doesn't take any skill at all. So it's a little bit unfortunate for the sake of the gameplay and stuff. Also, shout out to 25 block rating again. Honestly, I don't know how you guys feel about this stuff, but honestly, when I see 32% pop up off me only having 25 block rating, I don't really get mad at that, to be honest with you. It's a BS layup take that probably shouldn't go in consistently. So I don't have any problem with seeing that really, like, I understand I don't like it going in, but to see a 32% pop up, it's not consistent. It's not going to happen too often. As you can see, though, this is perfect display of the Russell Westbrook crossover on display. So this right here is me using the moving crossover coming up the court. It's going from right hand to left hand. As you can see, a sweeping crossover right there. It literally moves me about, I would say, 8 feet forward and is really, really fast and really good for making that movement right there. And now, as you can see, I'm spotted up on the three-point line, so I could even try to grab him right there, but it's not there. So boom, going with another crossover and another one. I could even sit below the basket, kick that over to Zeke in the corner. But anyway, that's the last one you're going to see in this gameplay. Zeke told me right here he's going to try and break the dude, and as soon as he does, to go in for the cut. So we do that, and even more toxicity in this gameplay with the ankle-breaking shots take over as well. And then we actually have one more display of this as well. So Tonic is going to end up trying to take the ball in a little ISO. As you can see, he's just trolling right now. Ends up doing a pull-up from the top. I actually get another offensive rebound, though. Once again, 85 O board with Silver Rebound Chaser. I do a spin back into the paint. Could have taken that if I wanted to, but instead, I'm going to go ahead and display this. So, once again, 1, 2. Wait for him to jump. Wait for him to jump again. End up with the standing mash. And, I mean, this is so multifaceted. I mean, it's so dumb. You can use it as a crab move. You can use it as a setup to even hopping back and creating a three-pointer. You can use it as like really just sourcing your way into the paint right here. I mean, it's really stupid, really broken, and I don't know how many more times I'm going to say it. Because again, this right here, I'm literally walking right into his body. He is to the left of me and in front of me. You would think of all places, that would be the place to be to steal the ball. He even tries to go for it, and as you can see, now he's down here in the mash, and I got that 75 standing dunk with slash take, boosting it all the way up to like 83 as well. So that's just a tough scene for him. And nonetheless, that is the most broken brain dead dribble move in the game. on display. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I don't really like to make videos like this where it exploits the game and what's really in it, but this is something you're going to see a lot of people do regardless, so I'm just kind of earlier to it, I guess. There's probably a lot of people that already knew about this from the beginning of the game though, so I don't want to irritate them too much by claiming it as my move. It's not my move by any means, but I just wanted to maybe display it to you guys and just get hip to the game essentially and understand that this is something that you're going to see a lot of people do. Put you on alert to maybe defending it, and I'll try to make a video displaying how to defend this if it becomes super meta and I see a lot of people do it, because I'm sure if it becomes a move that people just spam, it's not gonna be that big of a deal to deal with. But I'm not gonna lie, man, this pair with the Curry escape could be kind of tough, where people just attack and then back up, attack, back up, attack, do the Curry escape. I mean, all while burning no adrenaline doing it. So I don't know, it could be kind of toxic, but regardless, I'm dropping the video. If you hate me for it that much, I apologize. If you appreciate it, feel free to drop a like, sub if you're new to noties, all the good stuff, and like always, try to 2,000 likes. If you made it to the end of the video, put attack or put Russ in the comments, search sports made our way through. But anyway, that's all for the vid. Hope you all enjoyed. Other than that, take it easy, man. Peace.